All right. The floor is yours.
Thank you. So folks are still filtering into our room, but welcome everyone to 1MillionCups Fairfax, the best 1MillionCups chapter in the world. My name is John Rutenberg, and I'm excited to be your MC. And I'm very excited to introduce Ayman Aman of OneReason, who will be our presenter today. And in just a few minutes, we'll introduce him and give him the floor. But first, please, if you can, please check into the 1MillionCups mobile app so we get full credit for you attending. And if it doesn't work for you, you may have to delete it and reinstall it. So 1MillionCups is about entrepreneurship, about community, and about education. At most meetings, I walk away with a great idea for my business, and I hope you will as well. Our mission is to lower the barrier of access to education, resources, and connections for all types of new entrepreneurs throughout the US. While every group doesn't automatically meet every Wednesday, across America on Wednesday mornings, 1MillionCups chapters are meeting. There's tremendous strength. So when we talk to potential presenters, we tell them, no pitches. We're not about raising money. We're about focusing on challenge questions. The beauty of our group is the folks in the room now, and I know almost every one of you, is about our community, not necessarily about networking, but about making relationships and helping each other grow. Next slide, please. Our culture, this is an important one because if you're the presenter, you're very vulnerable. So be safe and supportive as you ask your questions or suggest ideas. We are co-owned by everyone who shows up. Our room is better because of you coming to our meetings. We are absolutely a volunteer-led organization. We need your help building our pipeline of presenters, which we'll come back to. I love the words radical and intentional, whatever that means. But hey, not only welcome, but this is how you can help us. Not only do we want you to attend each week, but we'd love you to bring your friends. We'd love you to encourage them to present. We'd love to get your feedback. We'd love you to go to our Facebook page. Engage with us as much as possible. Next slide, please. I'll ask each organizer who's here to please introduce themselves, starting with Donnell.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Donnell Johns. I am the founder and CEO of Veterans Grove, Virginia. I'm glad that everybody can make it this morning. Looking forward to hearing the presentation.
Good morning, everyone. Jen Dalton with Brand Mirror. I'm a personal brand strategist for entrepreneurs and executives, and welcome this morning.
Tony Barnett and Mayosha Mendez are not available today, but John Wu. John?
Hey, good morning, everyone. John Yu, I'm owner of Office Evolution, Tyson's Corner. We provide co-working space. I'm glad to see everyone this morning.
Good morning, everyone. I'm Melinda Sigel. Am I muted? No. Good morning. I'm Melinda Sigel, and the name of my business is the Sales and Marketing Connection, and I'm behind the slides this morning.
I'm John Rutenberg, cccsolutions.com. Ronetta could not make it. And last but not least, Rosemary.
Hi, I'm Rosemary Savino. I'm COO of Gravitate. We are a business-specific communication and file sharing platform, perfect for helping you do your 2022 planning, because it's that time of year, folks, and very, very happy to be here with you all this morning.
So we are very fortunate to have two sponsors. And I'd like to introduce John Yu first, and then Sarah Casocandi.
All right, thanks, John. Yeah, so we are a co-working and shared office space provider located in Tyson's Corner. We provide fully furnished office space as well as a number of virtual office space options. We love partnering with local communities and business organizations like 1 Million Cups. We love supporting entrepreneurs, and we look forward to meeting in person.
Sarah?
Good morning, everybody. My name is Sarah Condi. I work for a company called MBO Partners. We've been around actually for about 30 years, and our specialty is helping top independent professionals and small business work within the Fortune 100, kind of easing that complexity. We have a marketplace, and we also have tons of free content on our site. So like statement of work guides, bill rate calculators, all kinds of stuff for free. So encourage you to check that out. And then because I'm around entrepreneurs all the time, I also have a little side hustle of my own where I do sales consulting, and I'm just thrilled to be here. And I love a place where we can be radically inclusive. So I'm all about that. Excited to be here this morning, and I just want to welcome everyone, and it's great to see your faces.
So just a little administrative, please keep your microphones on mute. Use the hand icon when you want to ask a question. And of course, unmute your microphone and then put it back on mute. But I think everyone here knows how to operate in the Zoom world. Next slide, please. It's my pleasure to introduce Ayman Aman and OneReason. And in a minute, I'm going to turn it over to him. And then after that, Jen Dalton will be your moderator for the question and answer period. And with that, let's give a nice round of applause to Ayman Aman, who is our presenter. Ayman, take over.
Hello, everybody. This is Ayman Anam. Thank you for having me today. I started with Mr. John to build up, about my entrepreneurship, as he has recommended me to have a meeting with you regarding the business I'm trying to create. I will start by myself. As I told you, my name is Ayman. I have more than 16 years experience in IT. It's a solid experience. It's connecting between the business and technical field, the same area. And I started my one reason is to help the people to build application and solutions the right way, without any hassle, without any problems. And I know nowadays is the IT is so much different, but my main mission is to produce and give you the solution the right way that you need, and it's based on the business that you are running. I'm trying to give you a value, the value that is very precious for the business, because the business never gone up without having a value. Okay. So my main challenge, as you see on the screen, is what are some strategies for running a business while maintaining a full job until it makes economic sense to transition fully. And this is the most important for me, because it makes me some difficulties for running the business. The idea that I have some hesitation on that, to leave the full time to transit to make a transition to and focus on my business to grow up and make a success. As I said before about me, I have more than 16 years of experience in different area, but all the areas is in the same location, which is IT. And I grew up I grow that experience by going through the technical experience, and then have a business experience with a management experience. So that's allows me to understand what's between the lines. I can understand what the business need, because I have already built up the experience in the technical. So I know what your needs. So translating that needs to tangible things that you can use to grow and enhance, or to to make your business success. This is in short, I mean. And I started the business for having the one reason. And the one reason that the one reason I started the business so early, because I got a project actually to work on, but unfortunately it's not completed project. So thanks. I already started the business, and as you see, is one reason. And why I call it one reason, because as I said before, it's one reason you come to me, that I give you the value that you need, that you value that you're looking for. And nowadays, most of the companies, I think when we are thinking about a solution on IT, we are thinking about how to make the solution, not how to make the business success. I mean, the business that needs a solution to succeed, okay? So to make the business succeed, we are concentrating on something that called value. The value that we are go around to provide and to solve the issues that the business run into, and make the value for the business. The value that makes, like to say, enhancing the processes, enhancing the revenue, enhancing how the businesses work by providing the right solution. It starts by knowing your problem, then giving you the and make a suggestion, then give you a solution for that. Next slide, please. So what the key experience that I have, or we have in OneReason, as I said before, it's not just only to code. It's not only to give a solution, only the solution by its mere name. A solution, I mean, is like a website or an application that run your system or run your day-to-day tasks. Sorry, but also I'm focusing on what the solution will bring to your business. Is it the right solution for you or not? Is it the right thing that you're looking for? It might someone, okay, thinking about something, I need that thing. But by the end of the day, what he thinks about is not what we thought about that he needs to have. As I said, and as a human, I might not reveal what I'm looking for, but when I have someone will help me to reveal what I need to achieve, it will be more better. So by understanding the pain of the people, we are talking about the real thing that we are go through to provide a solution and or provide as I said, provide a solution for the business. So we are gathering things together, like customer experience and rich user experience, and those both of those very important, because if there is no user experience, it will not, there will be no solution. Also customer centric. If I'm not focusing on the customer in the same area, I will not provide them what they are looking for. And by the end of the end of that things of after going through the user experience as customer centric, I'm providing the technical expertise that they are looking for. So I'm building through the user experience, making things easier for the client, and then giving them the solution that they are looking for, as a solution, as a software, as a website, or as a plan that they are go through, so they are achieving what they are looking for to achieve. Next slide, please. Delivering user experience that satisfy your needs. This is the main mission that I have, and I am striving to increase that, making your experience with our services satisfies your need. I mean, by understanding what you want, I going through understanding the pain that you have, so I give you the gain that is something that you are looking for to achieve through your business, by increasing the value, by increasing your performance and things like that. So this is the mission that I'm looking for, to make it simple, satisfies the needs, your needs or your business needs. Next slide, please. And we have 3 steps to make this mission happen. As I already explained that. Can I have the next slide, please? And this is the 3 things that we are taking our roadmap. I mean, is understanding your business pain, what you have and what you are complaining of. Sometimes as a doctor, you will go to the doctor because you feel the pain. So the doctor, when you go to the doctor gives you the understand what you have, then give you the medication upon that, and the end result that you will be cured from your illness. So as for me, as also I said, as I am the doctor, just understanding your pain, your business pain, then analyzing that your needs to and resolve that problem. So pain, you have something that your mind that you, okay, I'm suffering something 1 and 2 and 3. Let's say like now when it's the lockdown for the COVID-19, all the business is closed. Now this is a pain. This is a real pain for the business. So for me, as my side, as OneReason, that I'm thinking about what is the other solutions that might help your business to grow in that pandemic. So by understanding what the type of the business that you are providing and giving you the solution on that. So I analyze we analyze the problems that you have, and then we deliver the solutions that will fit and work with you within in that situation. Next slide, please. And now we build a product, not a project. Why I'm saying a product, not a project? Because a project is something has a short period. I mean, there is a starting date and the end date. I'm not looking for a project. I'm looking for a product that will increase and will grow with you. Always the product is something that bring you a value. So when I'm trying to build a relationship with a business, we are talking about product. You have something in your hand, okay, and we will not go through a project that okay, we will build it for you from 1 and 2, and then we are closing. No, we are trying to have a long relationship with the other business that needs to have a product with them. So we are increasing the product, delivering the product to the market, and then understanding what the markets need, and we are enhancing that product based on the market. And then it's like a tree. We are growing a tree with the other business by building a solution for them for a long time. Next, please, slide, please.
Eamon, just a quick reminder, we have about a minute left, and then we want to make sure we switch to Q&A so you get as much input as possible. Thanks.
I think, okay, so I already explained that providing understanding the problem, analyzing that needs you have, and give you a resolution, and that's like a solution. Next slide, please. The same thing, we are delivering a solution. And why you ask? Because we are creating products and solution needs more insight and deep understanding of the pain point. Already explained that. Can we have the next slide? Our valuable position, we have when we are thinking about solution, we are thinking about features and what the benefits that the features brings, what benefits the features that brings. I think I'm done with that. This is a customer centric. This is our services. We are providing a wide range of solutions that will fit your needs, like websites and software solutions, or management, strategic planning by understanding what you have and giving us suggestions. And we build also robotic process automation, that's applications that makes your day-to-day tasks more easier than before. This is slide, okay. And this is my challenge question is, what are some strategies that for running a business while maintaining a full-time job until it makes economic sense to transition fully?
Excellent. Eamon,
yeah.
Thank you so much. Again, a round of applause, and then we'll turn it right over to Jen Dalton so we can jump right into the Q&A. Jen, it's yours. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you so much, Ahmed. I love that you're starting a business, and I've come here for feedback. We know it's always a tricky question to think about transitioning. So just as a reminder for folks and attendees, please go to the reactions button and you can click raise your hand if you have a question. Ahmed, I'll kick us off just with one question. Do you have clients yet, or how much, like, where are you at in starting your business? Do you have a financial plan, a business plan? Do you have clients that are ready to work with you, just to give us a sense of the urgency behind the feedback we should give you as far as where we should focus?
Actually, plan on paper, but I plan in my mind. I mean, it's before I'm starting the business, because I already have before. I wasn't mean to start it at that time, but because I have a project came to me, and a client came to me and he wants to build a project, so I started to have the company. But in real, I don't have something written for the business plan. I know this is very important, and also I'm working on that plan. But the problem, as I said, because I have something full-time job, I cannot focus too much on creating that things. I know it's very important to have that on the ground, but I'm fully working on that to focus on building that things like business plan and make marketing plan on the same area. And one of the things that I'm doing, like the presentations. Yeah.
Okay, perfect. Got it. So let's transition to questions. I'll go to Lisa and then Sarah, then Melinda. So Lisa, you want to kick us off?
Sure. Great presentation today. I really enjoyed hearing you talk about your experience and how you managed to make that into a business. One question I had for you is, are you based in Virginia? And if you're not, then there are really what I'm looking to do is offer you a way to work with a counselor for free to start with your business. If you're in the state of Virginia, the Small Business Development Center is funded by the SBA and by the state, and offers new business owners free counseling to essentially do what you're doing, is get started in your business, and offer resources to do that. And then the other question I had was, have you started talking about, or have you started thinking about your timeline of how much time you do have to work on your business daily, so that you have an idea of managing your time? Because most of us have done this, where we've worked a full-time job, we have a family, and we're growing a business. And I can tell you I'm doing the same thing, and most of us here are. So I would like to know if you've thought about how much time you have to devote to growing your business.
Okay, thank you for that question. Yeah, actually, I think about that very much, because currently, as I will tell you that I started this business with a virtual office, and for me, I said, okay, it will never work like that. So I need to have something in real. So instead of having the office virtually, I will make it in premises. I will take some space. Okay, then I will go to that location to work. I will give the business about 20 hours a week. I started with 20 over weeks. This is what I now I already did it. And instead of having a full-time job, I will have it a partially time job, because I need to focus on my business. So I started by making us at least 4 hours a day to work, by creating the plans, creating the marketing plans also, and also to have to work with my business as an employee. I will work for my business as an employee, okay, by giving myself a certain amount of time, like 4 hours, and this is what I did now.
Great, thank you. I mean, that's very helpful.
I
thought you were going to say like 30 minutes, and I was going to be like 4 hours. Holy smokes! Go ahead, Evan.
I'm sorry for that. My company is located in Virginia.
Perfect, thank you. And Sarah's going to go next. She did drop a link in chat, and we'll save the chat for you as well, for some resources on how to transition to full-time business owner from a W-2. But Sarah, go ahead and jump on in.
Hi, yeah, I have another one too. It's lovely to meet you, Aman. And I think you're ahead of most people. I counsel lots of people in transition. And I have a few questions for you. You said you had the business set up. Does that mean that you have an LLC, sole proprietorship? Is that what you mean? Like you've read, like you have your articles of organization?
Yeah, I have article of organization, and I have also registered that company in Fairfax County, and it's already set up. And also I have a business account for that company.
Good. So that's great because sometimes people don't do that until, you know, the last minute, and then so you're ready to hit the ground running. I would say if you got your business account set up, you got your EIN, you got your LLC, and you're trying to transition, take it in small pieces. It might be better to work on a small project. You know, if you get the opportunity to work on a small project first, even before you have an entire business plan done, that might be a good way to use some of your time for the business. In other words, it's not this all or nothing, like my business is perfect and I have everything done, so now I'm ready to take my first project. So part of that, what you invest in your business in that time might be to do a small project, because you might learn something about how to create the business plan. A lot of people are mixing you know, full-time work with like a side hustle, right? So I know that's not your goal. Your goal is to move into this full-time, but don't be afraid to bite off a little project that might help you to understand. And I think that will give you some insights into stuff that you haven't even thought of, because you're like on the ground doing it as a part of it. And then I also put in some guides about, we offer tons at MBO. We do a lot of content marketing. So there's tons of guides on, you know, sample business plans and things like that. So I've also shared that with you, but I think you're really set up for success here, because you've done a lot of the things that people don't think about doing until they have a project.
Awesome. Thanks, Sarah. Just a quick reminder for everybody, let's keep our questions and answers concise so that we can get through as many as possible. Melinda, and then I'll go to Reggie, Adriana, and Mary and Rosemary.
Great presentation. Really enjoyed it. I've got a couple of questions that just go together as one answer. First question is, would you consider an opportunity possibly with a project or as a consultant? And would you possibly look at an opportunity with a partner and looking at partnerships to start your business, where they make sense into a partnership to grow it? And what I'm thinking of specifically is, you're a software developer, and I don't know if you want to spend your time developing software or if you're happier on the sales side of it, but there are two ends to it. And I'm just going to use my husband's company as an example very quickly. They are about to replace their accounting system. They are now putting it out for bid. There are people, they're looking for somebody who is going to manage the bid, but not take the project. They're also looking for, obviously, a company that has the accounting software as a software developer and that can develop the software. Are those kinds of organizations that might make sense for partnerships? And possibly if you had an opportunity to work for one of these companies or do something in that area, is that a good transition place to take from your current position?
Yeah, it would be great for me. I'm moving in different directions, even though having a partnership with others, if it's okay, the partnership, it will be okay. If there is a project, I will go with the projects. I don't have any constraints. I'm open-minded. And as I said before, already I need to focus on my business. So I understand that, okay, instead of having a full-time job, my business is required that full-time job. Even though when I submitted my resignation from my full-time job, they say, why are you leaving us? I said, I need to focus on my project, on my business. So for me, I'm open-minded on that, doing a business with anyone. So at least to gain the experience from the other people. Also, I have the experience myself. As you see, more than 16 years in experience in different areas, like the technical, the business, and the projects are all together. And currently, as you said before, you can work in a small project. I'm currently working with a small project with certain companies, but And for me, as I said before, I'm open to work with anyone, just to grow the business, make success stories. I like success
Right.
story actually. Thank you.
Thank you, Eamon. Reggie.
Yes, Amen. Great job with the presentation. One idea that I had was a lot of times, like for creatives, before we can, go and get a project, we have to basically make up a project. It is everything that we would do for an actual paying client, but it's not real. So I don't know if that's something that you have the time or bandwidth to do, but it would be a great test case to be able to show to people that you can do the work. It looks and functions like an actual project would, and is there just to demonstrate your expertise and kind of answer any questions that people have about what you can do. So I don't know if you can do that. People have also mentioned partnering with other software developers. I think there's communities, that are out there of people that are looking to meet up for this purpose, to be able to work on small projects and build something tangible together. And then just in terms of when you get these projects, I think what may help is telling more stories as opposed to like the technical A, B, and C of who you are, what you do. You've got the experience, but tell me a story, like how you helped the client, how you brought them from the problem to the solution. What are the problems that you're looking to solve? I think just telling it in a less technical way might be helpful to get people to understand not only that you have the skill set, but how you're different. Because there are a lot of people that can build very technical things, but people want to work with people that can do the work, but also can kind of understand their vision or where they want their business to go. And I think that'll be beneficial to you.
Great. Thank you, Reggie. Adriana.
Hi, Eamon. Thank you for that presentation. Running a business as an entrepreneur requires a great leap of faith and self-confidence. You can take advantage of apps like Fiverr or TaskRabbit to take advantage of the gig economy to work on small projects like building your website or building content. However, only you really know when you can leave your full-time job to pursue your dream of owning your own business. So there is a certain level of risk and a certain level of having a leap of faith. However, if you are less of a risk taker and you'd like some more certainty, I would look at your projects and see what income is coming in from your business and see if there is a way that you can look into the future so that sustains you and meets your goals before you leave your job. I mean, it's a big balance, but I think the field, you have the contacts, you'll know exactly when that time is. And I think you'll know by looking at the future to see how you can fill in your time. Thank you.
Thank you, Adriana. That was fantastic. Mary, good to see you.
Hey, yeah, sorry, I've been a little bit AWOL. So two things. The first thing I want to say is, I think recognize that it's a great way to start a business, right? You keep your income coming in. It's hard to jump out and start something new. So I sort of, and people do it all different ways. I mean, there's the people that start in their garage baking whatever they're baking, granola, and suddenly they have a huge business. So that's sort of starting from small and honing your skills, honing what you're doing while you have another income, I think I just want to say, I think it's a great way to do it. So don't feel like it's a less than at all. And then the second thing, and this goes in line with what a lot of people have said, but my business is also relatively new. And when I start a new, I wanted to do a new course, and I just put together a pilot program. And I took 8 people signed up for it. I gave it to them for free, which you can do if you have an income. And it's harder for me to have the income, but you can do it. And you have a pilot, and and that it'll make you go through it. And, and work on it with some feedback. And I think that can be extremely valuable. I don't know exactly how your software works, but find one person that might that could benefit, and then, give it to them free or for a very low cost, whatever would be right. But I think it's a great way to start. And then the last thing that I just throw in, which I thought if I said two things, but I have a third. The last thing I would throw in, because I've learned so much from working at home and COVID and the distractions of home, is I just wonder in your workspace, and this is totally you and depending how you are, I tend to be able to get distracted really easily, is almost set yourself up differently when you're working on your new business versus when you're in your job. So that you don't get distracted by your job and that you kind of feel like that entrepreneur. Maybe you change your shirt, or you know what I mean? Or you do something different, right? And move your space so that you can take your old papers off, put your business on there. And I think that will really allow you to go into the role of entrepreneur because you are doing two very different things. Those are my three pieces.
Thank you, Mary. That's great. Eamon, just real quick, can you share in 30 seconds or less, what's an example of a small project that you would be great, your company would be great at working on? You mentioned web apps and apps, but just to give a quick clarity to the group, I think that would be helpful.
Actually, there's too many projects that I work with on. It's different big application. I work with employee management system for a small company that they need to run their business from day to day. Also, I built a booking system, online booking system for a hotel. Okay, and I did. Building management system. I did also integration between the two organizations to share their data and information regarding specific services. Also, I did a design for a company for their tracking system for patients. It's not a tracking system, but it's just like they have a system they want to upgrade a certain features on it. So I did that feature for them. It's not very huge. It's a small application. And there's many other things like inventory management system and different applications that I work with. And
Okay,
also
perfect.
the web applications that designing web application is the same thing. I mean, desktop or web application is the same thing with the different terminology and how they are working.
Okay, great. So definitely custom technology solutions based on what problem a business is facing. Rosemary, go ahead.
Hey, Eamon, thanks for joining us today and sharing your business. You did a great job getting us up to speed on what you bring to the marketplace. In terms of your challenge question, I'll put something in the chat, but I lay this out as thinking for you to do. I would recommend that you figure out what kind of regular income that you're going to need before you can actually go full-time in your new business. And what you might want to do is figure out, let's just say, I'm going to say, if you need $100 a month to live, then how do you get your business to the point where it's making you $100 a month? And then from there, you can decide if that's good enough, if that makes you feel comfortable enough to walk away from your full-time job. And work, you already mentioned you have a virtual office, you're already behaving like an employee in your new business. So take that mindset and work through, at what point do you flip that from being an employee to an owner? At what point do you flip that from being part-time and virtual in your job, right? So if you think about early in your career, at some point, you decided you needed a raise or you needed to move to a different company, and you did that because you hit a goal, something happened. So do that same thing. Your business plan is one thing, but your personal, professional plan, how you grow into this, is something else. The other thing you might want to pursue is, as you get closer to that size number that you need to make your business a full-time business for you, you might want to talk with your current employer and see if you can go from full-time to part-time. And this way, you don't completely walk away from your job, but you ratchet back. And then now all of a sudden you're part-time in the current full-time job, and then you might be full-time in your current part-time job, which is your business. So things to think about. I'll put it in the chat, but.
Thank you, Rosemary. That's fantastic. Phyllis, go ahead.
Thank you, Eamon, for sharing your experiences and congratulations for starting your business. Since you do have 16 plus years of expertise, I'm assuming that your full-time job is also related to IT. And it might be worth, is it or no? Oh, it's not.
Actually, it's not related to the IT. So because there is, I moved from another country to here. So I moved at the beginning of the pandemic. So when things is closed up, things messed up with me. So instead of working my field, I started to work with other things to support myself. But by the end of the day, I found that okay, this is not the right way that I'm thinking about doing the work or doing the business. I should leave that area so I can at least focus on what I have.
Okay, well, that's great. It's good that your full-time job sounds like it's not related to your new business, because in Virginia, there's I'm not an employment attorney, so you may want to get someone who actually has expertise in this. But my understanding is that in Virginia, non-competes are very narrowly drawn, and so if you were, it might be worthwhile to take a look at any kind of employment agreement you have, and just to see whether there are any restrictions for your co-current activities, or whether there are any post-employment restrictions. So that just might be worth taking a look at.
Thank you, Phyllis. Always keeping us on the straight and narrow. We appreciate it. John Rudenberg.
Thank you, Jen. Excuse me. So, Eamon, thank you again. Wonderful presentation. I want to go back to something you began with when you explained you don't quite have a business plan yet. So I want you to think about writing down in 1 page or less. First, what does your potential client look like? And what is the problem it needs solved?
Yeah.
Because small businesses are not going to hire you to build an inventory management system or a property management system because they're available off the shelf. So maybe you need to be looking at a different size client. That's up to you, but I would suggest that you write down in words, what does that client look like? It's a company with 5 to 50 employees, or is it a company with 5 or less? Just as an example. And what is the problem that they have? Second, I would be very selective in choosing what clients to take on. So if you currently have 20 hours a week and a 100-hour project is going to take 5 weeks, if I were your customer, I'd want it turned around in 5 weeks. Like you said, you don't want it to be a long project, or you don't want it to be a project, you want it to be a product. Well, I want my new website with its database in 2 weeks, not 5 weeks or 10 weeks if it's 200 hours. So I think it's smart to write down, what are your 2 or 3 goals for the next 6 months? And what actions you're going to do in each of those goals. So one goal might be get 5 100-hour projects that have a very high probability of success. Because then you have a story to tell, which is what Reggie spoke to earlier. So I would start narrow, I would describe your customer, and in 1 page, write down a couple of bulleted points to comprise your business plan. And I don't mean to short circuit the importance of a bigger business plan, but I think taking some narrow direction would be helpful. Thank you.
Thank you, John, very much. Eamon, any thoughts or questions you want to share back?
Actually, yeah, I'm thinking about that. As I said before from the beginning, I'm not talking about a project. I'm talking about a product. A product is something that resolve or enhance, that make your life easier. So when I'm thinking about something that you have, I'm thinking about the pain that you have. So I built my product or strategy based on a market research. So I need to understand what the most thing that the people are suffering from. So based on that, I analyze those data and provide them with a resolution for that. Yes, this is what I'm doing actually. But as I said before, because of the full-time job, I cannot focus on the time that I have to, okay, look, let's sit down and have that 4 hours to focus on the business, your business, and focus on OneReason to provide a solution for the people. I think I have a video, small introduction about the OneReason. If you have time to look for, it's about a minute and a half, I think.
If you share the link with us in chat, we'll share it back out to the group.
It's my BCR workshop, unfortunately.
Okay, one other thought, since you've done lots of projects in the past, I think it would be good to catalog them by who is the client, what kind of product, and how did it help, and use that to figure out, if you've already done these types of projects, who in this market would be willing to work with you who has a similar problem, because you can give them examples of how you solve that problem. So just something to think about. We are through the end of the presentation section, so I'm going to hand it back over to John Wittenberg. Thank you again, Eamon. We loved having you present. Thank you to everybody for your feedback. And we look forward to having you come back in a couple of months and give us an update and let us know how things are going.
Fantastic. Eamon, again, it takes a lot of courage to be willing to present your ideas and your business to a group of people you never met before. We hope you'll become a regular active participant in 1 Million Cups and sit on the side of the table with us so you can suggest and brainstorm with future presenters. So again, if we can switch to the next slide, we'll keep rolling. Hey, before I go anywhere, didn't we forget to ask Donnell a question?
That's what I was just going to write.
Donnell, do you have any questions? One final question you might like to ask?
Yes, I would love to. And thank you for asking. So, Mr. Eamon, we asked our final question because we want to know, what can our 1 Million Cups community do for you?
Can you repeat that question again, please?
What can our 1 Million Cups community do for you?
Yeah, I'm seeing now they are helping me a lot for, formalizing my ideas, giving me the encourage to start the business. The question, the meeting, that's giving me a boost. Okay, you have the good potential, so you can go forward. So this is one of the big things that I felt today by that meeting, that what I'm looking for, what I can do. Okay, I believe in myself, that this is the experience that I have, this is the products that I can do. Actually, sharing your knowledge with me makes me more confident on, yes, this is the right time, this is the right idea, this is the right thing that you are going to do, Eamon, and that's it.
Well, thank you again for being here. Like John said, please come back and sit on the other side of the table and help out those business owners that have similar questions than yours. We hope to see you back next week.
Thank you for having me today, and have a good day. Thank you very much.
And Mom, can you put your contact information in the chat? I'd love to connect with you on LinkedIn.
You want on my LinkedIn?
Sure, please put it in the chat.
Put your email, your phone, your LinkedIn.
Everything. We want to find you and help you.
Yeah.
We're coming.
Yeah, thank you.
Some of us might even need a software developer. So it's worth, no, seriously, it's worth talking. Listen, Eamon, this is the harsh reality. Right now, you're old news because Spoken Wiki is up next and you're going to join us.
Okay.
Next week for Spoken Wiki, a very interesting company that's using a platform where voice applications, content, enable users to learn using voice-only conversational technology. So next Wednesday, 9 a.m., Spoken Wiki.
Okay.
Yep.
Thank you.
Next slide, please. Before, I believe, are we going to have Chris Tomseth next week as well? Not next week.
Hopefully.
Hopefully. So one of our goals is to invite our presenters back within 90 days of their presentation to give us an update. And Chris was going to present today, but at last minute had a scheduling conflict. So we hope he'll be able to join us next week. And Eamon, we hope you will join us in subsequent weeks as well. So our last Wednesday of September is next week. We are booked through the 13th with Hypercube and Innovair. We're working on closing the 20th and 27th, and hopefully that will happen, in which case we're now booked through November 3rd, once we get the 20th and 27th. And while we have applications in review, and Podfest and SmartMove are the ones furthest along, you can see we need a greater pipeline of future presenters. So if each of you could take on the responsibility to reach out to someone you know and ask them to join us on a Wednesday, maybe to present, that would be wonderful. Next slide, please. Because generating a pipeline of presenters is so critical, we asked 6 of our leaders, and I'm going to let them introduce themselves in a minute, whoever's here, but 6 of our leaders to take on the responsibility as ambassadors to bring in presenters. So I've seen 4 of our 6 are here. So John Foster, are you still in the audience?
Yep, I am John. Good
Please.
morning, everyone. Yep, so I'm John Foster. I am an ambassador for Greenfield Organic Health and Wellness and Greenfield Organic Cafe, and love the opportunity to be here. It is it's a wonderful organization as far as you've experienced, to help entrepreneurs through this through their journey. So appreciate everybody, and always appreciate being here.
Sarah.
Hi, guys. You guys saw me a little bit earlier. Hello again. I'm really excited to be able to do brand ambassadorship for 1 Million Cups. We had a blog that was posted by my company. We have a lot of followers and a lot of tractions. I posted a little earlier. Would love for you guys to like and share that out. We're encouraging people to join, to present, and to also consult. And I have exciting news too. I just got approved to put 1 Million Cups up in MBA's general app store for all of our independent consultants. So we're working really hard to get people connected. There's a lot of services out there. As you all know, you probably get spammed on LinkedIn just like I do, with coaches and this and that. Very few are quality, and none that I found are quality and free. So this is something that's really special. And I just thank all the ambassadors for their hard work, and for the organizers, and for people like you, Aman, for showing up and being authentic and vulnerable. That's honestly, you're ahead of many other people in starting your business.
So true. Reggie. I saw Reggie earlier. Is he still here? Yeah, there he is.
Good morning, everybody. Reggie Holmes with Enthuse Creative. We do brand strategy and design for businesses and organizations. Happy to be an ambassador and let people know how great the 1 Million Cups Fairfax community is. I'm wearing my special edition 1 Million Cups t-shirt today, so excited about that, and glad to hear from more great presenters like Eamon. So thank you.
Let's see that shirt one more time. I want to see that shirt one more time, Reggie.
There you go,
right
baby.
there.
Wait, I got mine too.
Oh, shoot. Oh,
You guys have to stand up and talk
oh.
so I can see you.
So
It's
The
awkward
last-
if I stand up. So
our
I'll post a
last
picture.
ambassador is Lisa Shapiro, but I think we spelled her name incorrectly on the slide. And Reggie's already told me that, so I give him credit for his editing expertise. Lisa Shapiro.
I'll fix it.
Thank you.
Lisa had to drop off. So
Okay.
we can go to the next slide, but she'll
Sure.
be back next
Yeah.
week.
Next slide, please. So we have upcoming events. Do we have any of our folks who normally speak to this on the phone today?
Jennifer Rose could not make it today.
Okay, but Central Fairfax has an ongoing list of great events. Fairfax County Economic Development Authority, both of the folks who send us this information are active participants in 1 Million Cups. While they may not be here today, they attend on a regular basis, so please support their events. Next slide, please. Wow, thank you all. What an easy day. It's been my pleasure to be your MC. Entrepreneurship is a lonely journey, and there are many barriers. So in the case of Eamon, just overcome them like the rest of us, ignore them, smash through them, and keep trucking. Thank you all very, very much for attending today's 1 Million Cups. Awesome. Great. Now we can